Alright, what is up YouTube? Hope you guys are having a great day. But in today's video, we hit a nice squat PR, but I won't spoil what weight I did. I'm gonna let you guys find out in a couple sets here. But today was a simple squat session. Like I said, I hit a new PR. We're getting much stronger, and I'm happy to see that we're seeing progress. The bulk is going amazing. I've been eating a little bit more food because I've been finding out that the calories I was at or originally, which was 3185, wasn't working out. Like I wasn't gaining weight whatsoever, like any some sort of progress, and it was actually completely opposite. I was still losing and like maintaining 165 and 166. I haven't moved between those. I increased my caloric intake a little bit more, and we are finally starting to see tiny bit of numbers go up, which is what we want. We don't want it to immediately explode because that mess up the whole process of getting lean muscle mass and it just be pure body fat, which is what we don't want. We want a slow weight gain, maintain good progress, and it makes the cut feel much easier to do without having to cut so much fat, which is more of a pain if you bulk up so fast. But yeah, my squat form is getting much better. I'm happy to see that. We're getting really stronger, you know, focusing on my technique, focusing on my cues, telling my body that you're gonna be able to lift this. It's nothing heavy. You've done this before. It's light. Just unrack it, squeeze your back as tight as you can, unrack, squat, and go up. Basically, my cues that I have maintaining while maintaining good form, good feet positioning, and everything. Bracing as hard as I can, lifting up as fast. And here is the squat PR. I believe this is 345. On my previous squat PR, it was 335, so I did a 10-pound jump here. I am getting much stronger. I will be at 365 soon. I will attempt it soon enough, probably by next week or in 2 weeks, depending how I feel on that Monday. If that 335 moves fast, then we are ready to do it at 365. But yeah, really excited to see that happening. And here we just did one. I did two of these. It's a 275 back down set, beltless, maintaining good posture. I mean, there was no point in me recording the same clip twice. But yeah, I did 5 reps of these, maintaining as much good form as possible, maintaining the positioning while having to use my back so much. Like I'm finding that with my improved form and technique, there's less backgrounding for me. I mean, also because basically anything above 315, I use the belt, but anything under 315, I don't use the belt because it's really unnecessary. I feel like there's no point in using the belt way too much. Your body's capable of holding a bunch of weight. You just gotta increase the strength of it, and yeah, don't always rely on equipment because not all that is raw strength, which is what we don't want, right? Which is what we do want. My bad on that. But yeah, after that back down, I did some RDLs. Just did 2 sets of these because I do hamstring curls and I don't need way too much volume on hamstrings. For this was 155. I decided to use a red plate and I added a 25, which this equals 205. I should have added low key a 45 plate to make it 225, or is that 235? It's one of those numbers, but I feel like this was a little too easy, and I did do this beltless. You guys would normally see me when I would go above 245, I'd use the belt, but I feel like I have to stop doing that and rely on beltless attempts on heavy lifting, so I can adapt my lower back, my glutes, and everything, getting used to heavier loads, using its own strength without having to rely on the belt all the damn time. But yeah, that's what I've been doing mostly, and it is helping me a lot. And here we did some leg extensions. I started with 205 here, I believe, 205 or 220. On the heavy days of squats, whether it's a PR or just a heavy day in general, I like to go heavy on my accessories, except calf raises. I go heavy on calf raises another day because when I go way too heavy on calves, especially after using them for squats, Squats, calves are used in squats. It helps with stability and all that. I do get a little bit of cramping, which is not good, and it's a pain. So yeah, my other squats days, because I squat twice a week. On my second day of squatting, that's why I tend to do heavier calf raises. I do more like volume work on my heavy squat days, which kind of sounds weird, but it's what works for me. Here, I did the full stack on the third set. I like to rep the whole stack on leg extensions. It just really builds that quad strength and that knee strength and mobility. And yeah, here we did the hamstring curls. Like I said, these and RDLs are my favorite movements for hamstrings. These are really amazing hamstring builder. Because if you just think of it like a bicep curl, you really feel that your hamstrings painfully working, but it does work them. This is also one of the key factors of how I got my squat to increase over time. Learning new, tips and tricks from other powerlifters I watch, and I just learned along the way. You know, that's how one progresses. One gets stronger. One is able to lift more weight, improve their technique, their form, because everyone's different, but tips and tricks do help a lot. Like for squat, if you're a taller person, it is much harder to do. And if you're a shorter person, it's much easier to do because you're more upright. The problem with taller people is that you lean more forward and you gotta lower the bar more. And it is more of a pain. But since I'm not the tallest, I mean I have that advantage of squats, which is kind of a good factor to be honest, but it is what it is. I don't really mind it. Yeah, here was the calf raises. I only went excuse me. I went just I believe played in a 10 or something like that. Focus on just normal reps, nothing crazy. I mean, I don't like to build up my calves so much because the ins or knee sleeves are a pain to put on and to get off, especially if your calves are thick. But at my heaviest, I used to have bigger calves, and it was a pain to put those knee sleeves on because it would trap on the top of my calf. I mean, it wouldn't cause like blood circulation to cut off. No, 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 not that. It was really hard to put on. It felt like my whole quad was getting squished. But that's how the knee sleeves are. They're that good quality knee sleeve. They really help a lot. Really amazing knee sleeves. Do recommend Inzers, SBDs, Gym Reapers. Like, you don't really need to have an expensive knee sleeves to have a good squat, to be honest. We can go raw. I've seen raw squatters squat a lot, but I'm a powerlifter, we train to lift the most weight as much as possible within our capabilities. But yeah, here just did some normal core exercises. This is my favorite core machine. It really targets my abdominal muscles really nicely. I sometimes do go heavy on these, sometimes I don't. Today, I mean, I decided to do heavy because, like, why not? The more core stress allows it to grow more and stable more. I do go all the way back and I hold it in the front a little bit. But these are tough to do. Like, once you put so much weight on these are really tough to do. I just don't really recommend going so heavy on these because you won't be able to even get good like stretch because the weight will tend to overpower you if you stretch way too much. That's why it's better to use a moderate weight that you can handle and be able to rep more weight with nice form and not just doing half reps, which won't get you anywhere. And these are some leg raises. That's basically what I tend to do for my core. Just simple crunch machine and some leg raises, to be honest, because you really need nothing else. I mean, I also do some oblique work, but I don't really tend to work on those a lot. My abs in general are strong, which is oh, I dropped the mic. But this is really only I tend to do for the abdominal muscles for strength building. I mean, I do train obliques off camera. Like, there's another crunch machine that allows you to change the seat sideways, and you can work the right oblique and the left oblique. Because I also can't keep it unbalanced. Obliques do play a role in having a strong core, keeping it more stable. Every little bit helps. Strong core, and then you're using a lever belt. a good one. It will allow you to lift more weight, which is amazing. But yeah, these I tend to go 12 to 15 reps or even failure. That's pretty much all I do for the core, guys. I just did this. I just did one more set of these. And it's just funny that I just have to jump up, because I'm on the shorter side. I have to put some plates under. It's pretty embarrassing. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be the end of the video. This is all I did for my leg day. This is what I tend to do every time on my leg day. Build up strength, as much size as possible, gain shit ton of strength. But yeah, guys, I really have nothing else to say. This is gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and love to see me gain more strength and progress more. Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.